Hey guys, welcome back to more Final Fantasy XVI. What's up, chat? So yeah, last time we left off, ooh boy, we faced off against the biggest simp in all of the Twin Realms, Kupka here. He was just like trying to lure us out and everything, which he did succeed in, but then he's all like, I'm gonna take out the person whose name is Sid, because like Sid took away Benedicta from him. Which I'm just saying, it's like she was not even that into you, man. She was for the streets. She was like begging like every person like from there in the Twin Realm. She was always like scheming and stuff. She was using you probably for the King of Baloo. It's just like, who knows? Because like the person she really wanted was Sid, so like I'm sorry. But then we told him the truth. It's like, nah, Sid did not kill Benedicta, we did. Because she was way beyond Sid. He's like, nah. And then he got mad, he attacked us. Torgal turned out to have like icon powers as well, because he's some sort of frost wolf that in legend says like Shiva's dominant is able to pass down powers to a frost wolf or something in the north. And then after all that, we took down Kupka, cut off his arms too, and stole Titan's powers. But yeah, he got saved by some guy, which I think we've seen before in like the opening movie or something. It's in like the charts too, because it's like his outfit's pretty standard, so it's not that hard to figure out who he is. Well, not standard, it's pretty easy to figure out. And then we got to meet Sid's kid, whose name is actually Mid. Like, oh my god, her name is Mid. So we just finished doing some side quests and made her little workshop down here. I don't know what she does yet. We haven't talked to her afterwards yet. But we got a couple other side quests as well, so we're gonna go ahead and finish these off and continue on with the story. What's up, Sage? Hello. Yes, Mid.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
Okay, but what are you gonna do down here?
Thanks from before, son. That was a good deed you did me. Only right I do you one in return. Though I did win.
There's new stuff at the reading table and the art stone.
I think I'll wait till Mid's away to take it to
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again. Mid's moved into the storeroom. Made it work.
It's all right.
Got a new letter, right? Yeah. Homecoming. Who's it from? Oh, it's from Jill! I apologize for what happened to Rosliv. I fear what might have been had if not for you. Klov and Tarvel fought so fiercely. Once again, they were there. Okay, that's a nice one. Okay, let's do these side quests now. One there, one there.
Slavers don't even bother with Northridge now that all the highborn have fled south.
I saw something interactable behind here. Yes, there is. Hi, guy. I'm just gonna steal your stuff.
Ambrosia.
Hey Tetra, what's up? Fly!
Get me back on my feet. Tear those. You deserve a rest.
Stay still, you damned fool. Unless you want to bleed to death.
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
We gonna go Goblin
All right.
Slayer out here.
Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
Riding in his trusty steed, Sid the Outlaw is gonna do some goblin slaying.
They're trying to get into the carriage.
I love that move so much, it's fun.
To me! All yours, Torgal.
combos, I couldn't do it. Yeah, that JoJo block move is so much fun. Like ora ora ora. Just ora 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 everything.
Who are you? A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Damn.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Why risk your lives to free the likes of us? What could you possibly gain?
My team needs proper medical attention, but we'll get our new companion settled first.
And then over here. Having Ambrosia back is so useful. Just traversing the map
River
is
was
very
easy enough to
fun
find.
like this.
Now for those herbs. Both of you are there?
Up the ass, hitting it in the ass. That's hilarious.
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one.
I mean, it's marked by the quest markers. I assume it is.
Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while.
It's just one thing after another around here. The Littlands have been up to their old tricks again.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left.
Why do you sound sad?
If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks. I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a Cursebreaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
Nice. Ooh. Rising Flames. Which one was that one again? What move was Rising Flames? Ah, that one. I mean, why? Yeah, okay. That's okay. I don't think I'd use it, but sure, okay.
How may I help you today, Clive? Is everything we've received and everything promised all yours? Best of luck out there, Sid.
Pile drive. Lined up. Breath of fire. Increased combo damage. Okay. What do I have right now? Increased defense. I think I'll keep defense on. I like staying alive. Staying alive is very useful.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting.
It's only 3
I dare
leaves.
say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Tyre trusts you, which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But... I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin.
Oh, some poison.
Ill-conceived incision. A single slip.
Ah, so this is what you're
poison
talking about
fouls
before.
the
There's
patient's
poison
blood.
in the brand. Okay.
Failure means death. And even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy. But neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Tyre. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a Physica's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
Nice. Okay, time for some plot. Tell me what we gonna do.
It's finished out.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
I'm gonna wait as long as it takes. Right here next to you.
What? Here?
Oh my...
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
What?
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
For your trouble.
Uncle!
It's a pleasure, in hindsight. Uncle Byron?
Uncle Byron!
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favourite uncle is here!
Family that doesn't want to kill us. That's so nice. Meanwhile, speaking of family that wants to kill us, right? Twin side Holy Emperor of Sambrit.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Oh my god.
We must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The prince did.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
Excuse me?
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
You don't like his new mom and brother.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments.
He's like, excuse me?
The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
It's like, Dad, what the hell are you talking about?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would, of course, prevail, There would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
You sure your info's...
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true.
Dad, is his dad an
who
asshole
falls,
too?
Another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
What the fuck? God damn, everyone in that family sucks. Are we gonna be trauma bonding? Are we gonna be trauma bond bros? Because we're technically like step bros, right? Clive and this Dion guy. Him and Annabella are a match made in hell for sure.
Dion?
Yes, sire.
Oh my god, he loves that flower.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
Yeah, this is like literally the equivalent of shooting a nuclear warhead when they also have a nuclear warhead. It's like mutually assured destruction, right? And he's like, oh, just casually do it, it's fine. They won't be able to send their guy out in time. He's like, but you're still gonna blow up like a part of our own empire. It is stupid.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once.
You know what? Maybe we can trauma bond with this guy.
May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
I wouldn't call it treachery, I'd call it common sense against someone who's crazy.
Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
Oh my god, this lady really be like manipulating everyone. You thought Benedicta was for the streets. This lady owns the streets.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here?
Yeah,
Only
for
one way
sure.
to find out.
That makes sense. Yoshi P is like yeah. He's like, it is definitely like shooting a nuclear warhead when someone also has it. She's Dion's evil stepmother. There's so much family drama. Like, for real, like I'm saying, it's like, how did she get so awful? It's just the born nobility, right? She's just so awful. She was born that way sometimes. Sometimes we were just born that way.
Fuck me. Never thought I'd see the day Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses came to tea.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow.
Sir
As
Wade,
are you,
bro.
I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000! And we just walked by and it's like, yeah, thanks for bringing it up for us, Gav.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
Yeah, we disarmed that guy pretty well.
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed?
Oh, it was
Certainly, her
Waludian
Royal
forces.
Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then...
I don't mean to pause, but like, it's pretty interesting. Like, Waloed controls a whole half of the continent in its own. And like, every other kingdom lives in like Storm. It is pretty interesting how that turns out like, right?
Had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
Thinking.
So it was the Waluders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed or were made to believe that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
Is Uncle gonna be a party member?
Company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Ah, my favorite pupil. How may I help you today? Of course.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this guy, the Lord Commander, who spirited Kupka away after our fight. Oh yeah. Main protagonists. Shiva, Dominant Jill, us, Joshua. Ooh, look at that antagonistic. It's the red lightning bolt now. I don't trust my son. Really, for real though. Our mom is for the streets, for sure. And yeah, like her plan with like Kupka was literally just to lure him away from the field to fight Clive so that they can use Dion to attack and like blow everything up. Oh my gosh, she's such a manipulator. The Holy Prince, Olivier. Like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know if I'm mad at this kid or not. It's like, he's not doing anything. He's literally just being manipulated by his mom and everything. It's like, I feel bad for our little half-brother here.
Here you are.
Yeah, so like those other troops were like Sambrick troops backing Kupka's troop, and then the ones that came after were the Waludian forces that took Kupka away. Okay, so that makes sense what happened completely there now. Okay. Oh yeah, she babies him for sure. She's like, Joshua's gone. I'll just make another Joshua. I really want to see what her reaction is if she meets Joshua now.
Mid's finished outfitting our little workshop, I hear. With a little help from Sid, of course.
Wow,
Of course.
you strong. You strong, Gab. You carried all that up here by yourself.
Her wheedling than the old one was.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head.
I mean, if it's there, we could destroy it too.
I promise.
I mean, if it's just there.
Are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil, Suncaller, the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Why?
Otto, I'm leaving you
It's
two
like
in charge.
I can't handle the rich people problem. It's like I can't carry any more of these things.
What's wrong, Gav?
It's this gold your uncle gave us. Are you sure it's all right for us to take it?
My uncle isn't easily refused, especially where dispersing his wealth is concerned.
But 2,000 talents. I don't even know how much that is in Gil.
It's the price of a quayside mansion in the Crystalline Dominion. He sold one to fund our endeavor. He was hoping to part with it anyway, what with war brewing in the region. And Luckily for him, a Sambraquan noble was willing to pay over the odds for a foothold in the Holy Emperor's neighborhood.
But still, 2,000 talents? I mean, is it normal for nobles to give away that kind of money?
It's normal for my uncle.
Fuck me. Oh, the other half live here?
Yeah, it's like all these rich
Now
people.
that we've got a few gil to rub together, do you think it'd be all right if I splashed out on a few bottles of Lost Wing's finest?
Here, leave some for the rest of us, Otto. If he's filling his cellar, I'm filling our larder, starting with a barrel of the best salt-cured northern salmon.
I'll leave you to decide how best to use it. Just don't spend it all at once, all right?
How the other half lives. Is Jill still in the infirmary? You are.
I'm fine, Clive, really. I just need some rest.
Would you like to go meet my uncle again? Okay, no? Okay, I guess, yeah. You'll just rest here, I guess. My uncle's got his axe, so I'm just like... You're gonna have like a... You're gonna be part of our party now, Uncle?
The Littlands have been up to their old tricks again.
Who's this blue blood?
What do you reckon Mid's going to make next?
Is it business or pleasure?
You'll not find a better price than that.
Oh, maybe
It's back from Canver.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
I really hope our uncle makes it through this journey. I really do. Square Enix really
I
do
was
love
a
their
young
desert
man
levels,
when
don't
last
they?
I walked this path.
There's a lot of fur for a dog in this heat, right? Torgal, you
There's
okay
an
out
old
here?
trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Riddle of the Sands. But yeah, Square Enix really does like their desert levels for sure. Oh my god, our uncle is in our party. That's amazing.
Come on.
Yeah! Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Like a babe. Hello, fellow travelers. What's up?
Who do you think those soldiers were in the inn?
Same.
Like, I'm still in awe at
there
how
she
good
is.
this game
The
looks
good
like,
old
man.
Dalamil Inn.
Look at this.
Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Oh, that looks so cool. It looks so nice. It's the Oasis from Avatar.
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehere. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their
Waloed.
saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Get the ale.
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
Cheese and meats. Oh my god! Are we the same? Oh my god. Oh, bruh. Little brother.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Is there gonna be drama soon? Oh, I cannot wait.
keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, why'd you say it so loud, Uncle?
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Uncle, please.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Come on. Friend.
Uncle, what are you mumbling? Eat all the food before it goes to waste while we, like, destroy everything.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose.
He's like, I love how he
back,
ate all
Uncle.
the food just so it wouldn't go to waste. He's got the food dripping on his beard.
Take him.
Try it.
Use this power in this indoor plane. Oh no.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
Stay down.
It's you.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
It's like, Joshua, your brother's here. She gonna tell him?
Now's our chance.
She's not gonna tell him?
Your Grace?
I'm fine. Yeah.
Clive?
Are we able to sense Joshua now? And is it me or does the feather look a little more withered? And we know it's him because he doesn't like to eat his carrots.
What is it now?
He still doesn't like to eat his carrots. Oh my
nothing.
god.
Let's go.
Little bro. Bro. Which carrots are good, Joshua? Come on.
Where are you?
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Where are the bearers who heat it? It wasn't heated by magic. It comes out of the ground.
Ooh, hot spring. Hot spring. I mean, like, would you want a hot spring in a desert town?
Just look at the detail, the craftsmanship. You're looking at a future family heirloom.
Those are Dalmatians.
Ah, they've
Yeah.
closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason to.
Good day, my lord. Fare you well.
Crystal delivery's over. Get back to your homes.
But I didn't get one.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake. You're a bearer, aren't you? I was a fool to waste good coin on you.
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me.
Uncle, please.
My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
is a nice oasis here.
This river runs all the way to the southern seas. They used to load the crystal onto barges and sail it to the villages downstream. Before the canyons were lost to beasts and bandits. When I was a girl, I would wave to the boatmen as they set off on their long journey, and they would throw me sweetmeats in return. Such happy times.
Yo, that water is beautiful. Look at that water, though. Oh my god. That water looks too good.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Aw. Can I give this dog a pet too? Maybe a little treat? Don't be jealous, Torgal. Aw.
Light it for Gilbert's sake.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's family until
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
Can I help you? Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
Are we about to get Clive fan service? I feel like we're about to get Clive fan service.
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furter knows.
Sweet incense! What much candles?
Excuse me. Are you Furter?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he trusts.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around?
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
later, Tetra. Enjoy your dinner.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Once you go flat.
Have a taste.
Once you go flat, what? Flat bread?
The most fragrant herbs.
The finest fabric.
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart.
Uh-huh.
Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff!
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Somebody did say, like, he wasn't able to get his crystals.
It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle. I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
The misfortune Dalamil finds herself in is of a crystalline nature. So do be discreet in your inquiries.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Okay.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang, for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
Are the soldiers taking the crystals? Are those the thieves?
Kneaded to a silken soft.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave
Cloud with a crust.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
Oh.
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
What does she mean by sword polishing, chat?
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Oh, there's a whole thing up here.
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
The Black Pearl?
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here. What are you doing, Uncle?
The rich have a way of doing things.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen.
Yeah, it's
Meanwhile,
the
members of
Dhalmekian.
Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Of course.
Genuine cactar needles. Just one prick and your little sparrow will sing.
Fucking men of the wrong.
Light it for Gilbert's sake.
Hanging lanterns, keep silver platters, plates and pots.
Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new dress.
Fresh bread,
The
warm
juiciest
from the
meat
oven.
from greens.
It would make a fine gift.
Ah, that way.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Just jump over it.
I'll take it from here.
Okay, uncle. Sure. Yo.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
Ah, what the
And we have
Waludians.
no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And, being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
I see.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
Waken winds!
It's not over yet, Uncle. Good. I'm just getting warmed up. This soil and stone. Kill. All yours, Torgal. Sick.
They're gonna make me kill Chocobos? I hate you guys. Why you make me do this?
Get him. This one. Over here. It's over.
Why you make me do this to the Chocobos? Ugh. They didn't do anything wrong.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse.
I mean, like,
well,
he could have named
Clive,
me Mid, right?
You held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the...
It's like, now listen here, you little shit.
Here, wear this. Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Umia Lostelan. Tuisakelis.
These birds are hard workers, man.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Clive. You and I...
I see, okay. So, it was a woman at first, but he's the second one. Okay.
What?
Yeah. Okay.
Alas.
I see,
Still,
okay.
Ours is a
I
blessed
assumed
corner
it
of
was
the
a thing
Velcroy.
like that, like he was her successor. Okay.
At least they... So...
How Of course, they're simply... Farewell now.
Oh my god, there's side quests in this town too.
I've never even forged a butter knife before. Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I. Oh, wait. Are you Clive? Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? There's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I better get to it.
The finest fabric!
The most fragrant herbs and spices from the...
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
Well, he's preserving the meats.
Everything I've worked for, all those years of toil, every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalamil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source.
Okay, so they're not natural hot springs. I'm like, it's weird to have a hot spring in the middle of a desert, right?
But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
Sure.
All right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
Yeah, bro, calm down. Okay, we got it.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
It would make a fine gift for your beloved. She'll look at you in quite a different way.
look at the detail.
Wait inside.
Ha! They've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
If you can't even fill my cup, you're no.
1,000 gil for him.
I'll be asking for you again.
Plates and pots!
Where's this next,
Needed to a silken softness.
My carpets have...
Is it true what I'm hearing?
Are they upstairs? They might be upstairs.
You're going to drink my pockets dry, then just up and... I need to drink.
Fucking man of the wrong.
Ah, there you are.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Take a sniff, good sir.
The finest fabrics! Fresh from
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp.
All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy, and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark, but that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light, meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Let's go. Run like the wind. Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation. never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Okay.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
Get you limestone, right?
Limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly. So, do you crush it up, or just throw it in the furnace?
Where is it?
Well, this is no good. I was hoping to...
Is it true what I'm hearing?
My carpet...
Take a sniff, good sir. Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Sweet incense.
You're a friend of Lubor's, aren't you? Everyone's getting their crystal.
We should get going.
What do you want?
Do you have water?
Directions? Either take this...
Oh.
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Walud are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. My man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Probably.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Like, yeah, this is limestone for sure. It's like all over this place, but yeah. Limestone is
Fang
cool.
should be just
Like I found
beyond
it
these
before.
springs.
And it's just like chalk, you use
Shall
it on the
we
floor, it's
press on?
fun. Yo, why does water look so good? Like, chill out, game.
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Southern needs.
Come on, girl, the gate's open now, we can pass on.
What the hell are those things?
Bombs. Am I going the right way to get there? Okay, I am.
Straight home now.
All right, let's go.
By the flames. That explains the heat.
This one.
Out of the frying pan.
Oh, snap!
You're too kind. Nice try.
Oh!
Special already.
You're finished.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
Waters are still a little hot looking though. But yo, this looks so cool. Ugh. Like all this like oasis on like limestone and everything, it looks hella cool.
Well, this is no good. I was hoping to get...
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
You are one of the good ones, you know that? You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for. do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's not a very
It's a fine-looking blade.
Is it?
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it.
Yeah.
It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalamil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava, know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalamil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
Yeah, but learn some stuff first, because that knife looked rough. I ain't gonna lie, it was looking rough.
My carpets have
Take a sniff, good sir. Kneaded to a silken softness.
Made from the stoutest
There he is.
Won't
The
you?
man. I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
A bunch of bombs.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
Ah, ignition. Okay.
Sweet incense! What candle?
Well, we can make our way back.
Are you looking for something in particular? Thank you for your custom.
We should get going soon.
Do you have water?
I needed that.
Actually. Now I can buy
Anything I can
stuff.
interest you in?
Because I needed to top myself off.
My thanks. Fare you well.
It's pretty weird, like, how I don't heal, like, in the town or something, right?
Come on.
Like, come on, let me get a full heal or something. It's like, nah, you gotta use up your potions, then you buy it. But I can't use the potions in the town, though.
Get that damned wagon fixed! Unless you'd rather our men in Dalamil starved.
The axle's gone, Captain. There's nothing I can do.
I see, that's why it's blocked.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
You gonna come in with us, Uncle? I don't think you should.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me.
Should we tell him about Joshua?
I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways.
Yeah, I was like, you
Wish
shouldn't
me
come in
luck
the
in
Kupka
convincing my
fight.
Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
Okay. Well, that in itself looks like a really good place to end it off for tonight. Yeah, so let's get to a place where I can save. Okay, switch this over. But yeah. Ooh boy. It's time to finish up the job next time. But yeah. Kupka. We didn't have our big icon battle yet. So we gotta have that and everything. But yeah, oh my god. Like, I am amazed at how good this game looks. Oh yeah, just in time to say goodbye. Yeah, Tetra. But yeah, this game looks hella good. Like, that water was amazing. Like, oh my god. Like, did you see that water? It looked too good for real life. It's better than real life water, guys. But yeah. No. Yeah, it is nice to see our uncle, you know? Our uncle is such a cool guy. He's nice. It's nice to have a family member that doesn't want to kill us. Or is like outright just a bitch. Which, like I'm saying, it's like our family is stacked with some pretty cool people. It's just our mom. It's literally just our mom. It is. It's better than real life water, Tetra. It was. Like, oh my god. But yeah, like, not much plot, but like, we got to go through, have our little adventure with our uncle. I was like, yeah, uncle, you probably shouldn't stay for this. Like, I don't think you should, because like, it is a lot that we're gonna go through right now. So, not the time for it. Yeah, looking through all these, like, do I have something I want to upgrade, like, right away? Yeah. Not yet, not really. Okay. Like, I kind of want to upgrade Flames of Rebirth, but they're so expensive! But yeah, good stream, good stream. But yeah. Next stream's gonna be more Final Fantasy 16, so like, just more of the same stuff. If you guys didn't know, Star Rail is already on, PS5 now. So I have Star Rail. I have a pretty good account, I'd like to say. So like, I might be interested in doing like some one-off streams of Star Rail when like an event happens or anything, because we already passed an event, so like, I don't think I'll stream it right now, because it'd literally be me just farming my dailies. But it's nice that it's on PS5 now, yeah, because like, it can take the burden off my computer to have it like on my PS5 while I'm running my streaming software on the computer. Because like, my computer can like handle both of them, but I'm not sure it can handle both of them at the same time, you know? So it's nice to have like the burden split across those two like devices. So it's nice. But yeah, so like I might be interested in doing some streams of that. Yeah. Yeah, no, I already finished through the whole new event and everything. It's a really good event. It's probably the best event we've had in Star Rail yet to date and everything, I'd say. But yeah, I'm excited for more story update. It's like we could probably do it when the next story update comes in, you know? When the next story up like 1.5 drops in, I could probably stream that. But yeah. Other than that, other games I'm interested in. The new Tales from Arise DLC is coming out soon. So like that's also something I'm keeping an eye on. Spider-Man 2 is also coming out like literally tomorrow. It might be a second before that though. Like I'm not sure. Because like I have played through both Spider-Man and the Miles Morales game. I don't know if I should just jump into it or like replay those, but those are good games. So like there's lots of things I'm thinking about. But yeah. But for now, I think we're gonna stick with the one stream schedule. Well, one game schedule right now, because like if I do two of them at the same time, like oh my god, like before it's just like there isn't enough time. I probably won't be able to finish through games too much, you know? Like finish one of them like fast enough, you know? But yeah. But thanks for coming by tonight, guys. If you guys aren't subscribed already, if you guys are watching a VOD, go ahead and hit that. Hitting like on the stream also helps out. But yeah, if you guys subscribe, you'll get a notification when I go live. Usually it's like the day of or maybe the day before the event will be up. But yeah. Other than that, not much else to say. Think it's a good place to end it off. Excited to finally beat the biggest simp in Final Fantasy 16 soon. We're about to beat the simp out of him. And I'll catch you guys next time. Later.